That city of Wilkes-Barre, quite a famous northeastern American city that is in decay, but 100 years ago, even 50 years ago, booming city, beautiful waterfronts, bridges. You almost feel like you're somewhere in Europe. Problem is vagrancy, empty buildings, even like that old Shriners Temple there, and so many old churches and beautiful buildings. If it wasn't for the major colleges here and some financial institutions, this whole place would be even a bigger dump. I do like Wilkes-Barre. I'm on the Kingston side, but it's really only a cunt hair away. This is the Susquehanna River. It's one of the largest rivers in America. It also is one of the, I think, the only ones in the world that goes north to south and south to north. It goes all the way full Gucci and then back and front. It wipes from front to back and back to front. It is a pretty big river. It's massive. What else can we say about this area? That this year has been completely windy and cold and dark. So a decent day here. We're going to smoke this. I chose to smoke the classic one last. So we're going to smoke this Raices Cuban, the Raices Cubanas. This is the classic one. We already smoked the other two. The Corto was good, but basic bitch, dark, basic cigar. What was that? What was it? Liga del Rey. Yeah, Liga. It sounds like Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey. Kiss me before you go, summertime sadness. I just wanna blow Geo. My name is PG. That's inside jokes. I'm just kidding. Jeremy likes cigars. Let's get to it. Honestly, I like the fucking cigar. I like lighter shade, Honduran, pretty much Puros. Pretty much all the information that all these cigars are all pretty much almost Honduran Puros, with they add in Nicaraguan double binders. So basically, they're all, the other two I reviewed were Honduran Puros with just a different, with an added Nicaraguan binder. So anyways, on this one though, I couldn't get any of that exact information. So am I going to assume it's a Honduran Puro? Well, it's close enough to Honduran Puro that I don't know if one leaf on the binder makes a difference. But it is very nice. I'm liking the flavor. Strength is medium strength, on the lighter side. About 60% darkness. Well, what I like about it for a Connecticut, it has a nice twang to it. Nice sourdough. It actually has some good butteriness. It reminds me of like a breaded, almost pretzel that's lightly salted. A little bit of salt, but some, not major. On the back end, there is some nice sugary, almost like powdered sugar. So, nice cigar. Nothing bad to say. Nothing bad about it. Buttery texture. Within the gambit of like lighter shade Connecticut type cigars, it's actually one of the better ones. I'm actually quite impressed with the flavor profile on this. I think PG maybe said he talked about the cigar. He didn't like it. I like PG better than I respect his palate, though. We agree on some things, but other things, and that's okay. I don't think we're in the same reality. He's over on the West Coast, and flavors taste different there. You know what I'm saying, though? It's just it's a different thing, Slightly nutty, like a nice, gentle, breaded pretzel. But if it's more bready than a pretzel, a pretzel can get more crunchy and become more like sourdough. It's a little more if it was picture more of a roll. That's like a pretzel roll, more of a bread, soft, with a little bit of that twang of bread, but and just a little salt. Honestly, it's really nice for $7-8. So for $7-8, that's a great cigar. For $7-8, yeah, you could add that into your repertoire, and it feels more like a light shade Cubanas type cigar than like a basic bitch Connecticut shade, with some type of Ecuadorian Connecticut. And I will say that I think, and I've had more cigars with. Some cigars with more Honduran on the lighter shade, like Sancho Panza, etc. When you have more of a Honduran light shade wrapper and that kind of profile, that kind of blend, those feel a little more Cubanesque than like an Ecuadorian Connecticut trying to be Cubanesque. So it's a nice vibe. Medium strength, just a little bit of black pepper. It's not very spicy cigar at all. Quite smooth, quite buttery, quite delicious, but the flavor, believe it or not, is quite long and heavy for what it is for this light shade cigar. So even though it's not a strong cigar, it actually has a good profile, enjoyable, a comfortable blend, easy to love, but the flavor it has is hanging around, sticking around. So I got nothing bad to say about it. And I'm getting like swarmed with like, I don't think it's mosquitoes yet, but there's enough bugs around here on the river. Anyways, I'll come back. Well, we did have some complexity, wrong word. We did have some shift in the power. We're in a solid medium plus at this point, and I'm holding the ash. If I drop that ash, nice looking marbling. But you see the damage? That's not the cigar's fault. The band, which I already took off, the band had some glue on the wrapper on the inside. That, look, it happened with Fuente the other day with the rare pink. So, I mean, any brand could have an issue with somebody getting too crazy on the glue. Draw on burns and great. I'll tell you what, the cigar's a winner. I'll tell you what. This and the Liga del Reyes are solid. If you're looking for a really good time on the lighter side, picture like a Connecticut Cubanesque slightly. If you like the classic Monte Cristo, and I don't mean Monte Cristo classic, I mean the brown band. If you like the brown band Monte Cristo, the original, this is solid. This is a great time. This is like for $7-8 at a lounge, and who knows on the internet. This is made the same people that make Illusion and Viaje in Honduras. Slightly floral notes have been kicking in for a little while too, but it goes well with it. Kind of like when you have a Cuban cigar, so on the lighter side, you're going to get some, maybe cedar, some twang, some salt, and some pepper, and some floral notes. They kind of copied and paste. This is a good time. It's a lighter, thinner wrapper, so be mindful of that. But the damage, like I said, it's not the cigar's fault. The damage is you're going to have to just trust me. Well, you know what? Hold on. I'll get it. I don't want you to say Richie's a liar. Here you go. You see that? See that? See the glue? See the? It caught the corner of the band. That's the person who put the band on. Fantastic. Nothing bad to say about it. I'll come back later with the number, but I'm enjoying this a lot. The price point, the finish, the type of finish, the heaviness of the finish, the flavor, light on its feet. Yeah, if you like more of an old school, lighter shade Cuban type of cigar, this is a good homage to it. I'm not saying it's a one-for-one exchange. I'm just saying if you like that kind of element, that kind of wheelhouse. I think Honduran on the lighter side does some great cigars. Well, had a great time, minus the damage from the band, but no points off of that. That's, I can't fault the cigar for that. It burned straight through, and the damage was because somebody put too much glue. So if I want to get nitpicky about that, I have to get nitpicky about every time. Where even in the last Fuente Rare Pink high-end top shelf cigar, right? Luxury cigar. Cost twice the price of this in PA. And there was too much glue on that. In fact, there was more glue on that. So it is what it is. That's an element that the cigar rollers and blenders, what are you going to do? Make an example? What are they going to do? Like chop off a finger of the person that puts the band on? It probably wouldn't happen again, but I'm not recommending that. Anyways, it's a 4.6. It's better than the C5 Corto Black, but it's not as good as the Liga del Reyes. So it's in between, but it's coming in cheaper than the Liga del Reyes. So this was enjoyable. Great time. If you want an old school type Cubanesque blend, picture like a Monte Cristo, the original one, the yellow box and the brown band, you're going to have a great time. Some type of slight hybrid between a Connecticut type, and with the old school Cubanas type of blend. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of black pepper, like a bready sourdough, but just light enough in the bread, and a little bit of the salt, and the cedar, and it's a nice time with long and heavy finish. We're ending on more of a medium plus. We're going to drop that ash. Here we go. Ash doesn't want to go. Wow. Solid construction, even with the damage from the glue. It even stayed together on the drop. Even stayed together on the drop. Look at these Slavs. Disgusting cigarettes. The difference in your mine is mine is natural. It's gonna even step on it. It's just gonna fall apart. It's just burnt leaves. I had a great time. Hope you did too. This is nice for a sunset cigar. Kind of buttery too. Nothing bad to say about it. Good relaxing type cigar. Good with coffee, chilling out. Maybe a nice lager or an ale, lighter beer, and just chilling out, minding your business. You know, it's not going to command the moment, but this is the kind of cigar that you can hang out with, and it's better than a basic bitch like Connecticut that's grassy or just yeah, it was a good time.